Picture this. It's Saturday, the bag is by the door, the kid's jersey is on, and at 8:30 a text pops up. Boss just booked an out-of-state flight. Your stomach drops. What do you do next? Welcome to Danny's Den. Let's sort that weekending scramble so everyone lands okay.
By the time we finish, you'll have a compact playbook, the paperwork that really matters, a few short scripts to stop arguments before they start, and tiny rituals to keep your kid feeling steady when plans change. I'll also bust the myths that cause needless panic and close with a comfort track from my 90s road trip list. Okay, legal basics, plain talk. If you have a court order, that order controls day-to-day parenting time, period. But there's nuance. Courts hate chaos, and they prefer parents to solve scheduling conflicts themselves when they can.
Temporary orders, they're for patterns of interference, repeated last-minute changes, refusal to cooperate, things like that. One missed weekend, usually not something a judge will leap at. International travel, though, is a different animal. Written consent is commonly required, and for good reason.
So what do you do in the moment? Think, notice, ask, offer. Give notice as early as you can. Ask plainly. Offer a swap. That 3-step move diffuses most fights before they start.
Here's a short script that works. Hey, I have an away game this Saturday that conflicts with your weekend. I can take the next 2 Sundays, and we'll send the itinerary and contact info now. Does that work? Simple. Swap offered, documentation promised.
If emotions are high, use email. Email creates a clean paper trail you can save. Make the subject line specific, something like schedule change request, weekend of May 14th to 16th, proposed makeup dates. Short, factual, unemotional. That helps later if things get murky. Paperwork checklist, the things you should actually keep handy. A dated copy of your custody order, any travel restrictions the court has issued, the written agreement for the schedule change. Yes, email counts. And for out-of-state or international trips, a travel consent letter with both parents' names, the child's passport number if relevant, travel dates, and an emergency contact. Notarize when you can. And keep that folder simple. One physical folder or one cloud folder, labeled clearly. Judges don't care about how pretty your system is. They care whether you tried to be reasonable and whether there's a record. Quick copy-paste template for a sticky situation. I can't make our scheduled weekend because of travel on Saturday. I propose you have the kids Saturday afternoon through Monday morning. I'll take them the following weekend plus Wednesday evening. I'll send the itinerary and emergency contact now. Please reply with OK or a counterproposal. Boom. Clear ask, clear choice. Need proof later? Log the request and response. Screenshot texts, save the email thread. And if timing matters, save receipts or boarding passes. Judges look for patterns, not a single hectic weekend. And your documentation shows you tried to fix things. Let's be honest. Paperwork keeps courts calm, but kids need emotional anchors. So let's talk about micro rituals that actually work. If you'll miss a game, don't just send regrets. Do a halftime pep talk. Record a 60-second share on your phone. Schedule a 10-minute video call after the game to share highlights. Or make a short game day playlist with your voice between tracks. These small acts preserve connection far better than an apology alone. Talking to your kid? Try, I know you were excited for Saturday. I'm going to miss it. But I recorded a halftime cheer, and we'll watch the highlights together on Sunday. Tell me your favorite play after school. It's honest, it promises connection, and it centers them. Boundaries matter, too. A practical line to offer a co-parent: I get emergencies happen. For non-emergencies, please give 48 hours notice for schedule changes. If you can't, let's swap the next available weekend. That kind of boundary gives predictability. If it's ignored repeatedly, document it. Have you ever emailed a schedule change and gotten radio silence? Here's a nudge that often ends deadlock. I need a confirmation by 6 p.m. tomorrow so I can book travel. If I don't hear back, I'll assume the proposed swap is accepted. Clear deadline, clear consequences. A few myths to cut loose. Myth 1, if it's my weekend, I can do anything. Not true. Your child's health and routines still matter. Myth 2, you always need the other parent's permission to cross state lines. Sometimes true, sometimes not. Check your order. Myth 3, a judge will punish you for one missed weekend. Usually judges look at patterns, not single incidents. Important note, this episode is practical guidance, not a substitute for local legal advice. Family law rules vary by state and by judge. If you're facing repeated interference or international disputes, reach out to a local family law attorney. I offer a free 30-minute consultation for listeners who want to see if I can help. Email is below.
Quick recap. 6 moves to prevent most travel/custody stress. Give notice, ask plainly, offer a swap, document the exchange, keep a simple folder of orders and communications, and preserve one tiny ritual for the kids. Do those, and you've already won most weekends.
If this helped, subscribe to Danny's Den for short, practical playbooks on law, love, sports, and parenting. I drop scripts, checklists, and sometimes playlists. So hit subscribe and don't miss the next one. Thanks for listening. If you have a specific legal issue and want help, send me a direct message or email Danielle@thelegalassistancecenter.net to book a free 30-minute consultation. You can also leave a comment with topics you want covered. And as always, let's chat.